Hello, everyone. Good to have you. I want to see your face, yeah. I know people. I want to see your. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much, the Shade Princess. Good to have you. Thank you so much for joining me on Love Like the Spice. Oh, good, watching the Mary. Good to have you. Welcome, 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 guys. Thank you so much for joining the stream tonight. Please, as you're coming, kindly thumbs up. You know how we do it. And share out the stream if you can. If you have a community, help me share out. Let's have more amazing people coming here on this discussion. Welcome. Thank you so much, Cornelius. Thank you so much. Welcome to Love Night with Spice. I really do appreciate every one of you. Let's go. While you share out, let's go and enjoy this music, okay? Share out, let more people come in here. Welcome, everyone. Oh, amazing people, welcome. I know picture. If I don't see your face, yeah. Wango! Wango comedy, good to have you. Kedu or the Mawokama? No, welcome. How have you been? How was your weekend, guys? Sorry, I forgot to ask. How was your weekend? Hope you guys have been amazing. You had an amazing weekend. Yeah, and it's a new week. So let the game begin on Love Night with Spice. Thank you. Hope you all rested well. Wango, how is Kenya today? Cornelius, how is Brazil today? Shade Princess, where you watching me from? I've been doing great. I can't complain. Of course, we give glory to God Almighty. Thank you so much for joining me, Wango. Go, Shari. You know, it's only you that I wanted. Kenya is cool, amazing, amazing. Go, Shaye. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much. Like I said, kindly click the like button. Smash it right now. Click it. Come on, go ahead. Tap that like button. And share out your community, please. Why don't you help me share out your community? Welcome, okay? Thank you so much for sharing the stream, Cornelius. I really appreciate you. And we have the gorgeous Time Out with Pammy. Yeah, the latest student in town. Time Out. How is your course going? How is it going? Yeah, I saw your video this afternoon while you're shopping and the school stuff. How is the course going? Hope it's been amazing so far. God has been on the throne. Thank you for joining me. Kindly click the like button and share out your community, Queen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. It's really a delight having you all. So, and tonight we'll be discussing something very, very interesting. Thank you for that thumbs up and the share. I say, yes, you fine. I don't reach you now. I work at the leg here, eh? I did learn work for where you did for me. I saw you this afternoon looking all gorgeous, radiating like the sun itself. Anyway, you are a beautiful woman, so we give glory to God. Welcome. Thank you so much. How was your weekend? And how has the new week been? Well, we thank God. And like I said, the street has been hot with IVD and Bimbo's story. Why? Because he's really a heartbreaking one, a gory, gory sight to behold. Àjọkẹ́, OMG. Àjọkẹ́, good to have you. Thank you so much for joining my stream tonight. How is our baby? And how is motherhood treating you? That's the latest, Mom. I know baby is already a few months old already. I haven't really been checking on you. I'm not gonna lie about that. And though I do get your notification once in a while, actually. How is baby doing? Hope you've been great. Yeah, that baby is just too cute. Too cute. Baby's too cute. Oh, my ovaries. I know it's not easy. Motherhood is not easy, Àjọkẹ́. I totally know. But you're a strong woman. You are a strong woman. You are amazing. You're doing so well so far, honestly. And I admire your strength, Àjọkẹ́. I really do. Welcome. That baby is just too cute. And we have Afromex in the house. Welcome, Afromex family. Thank you so much for joining my stream tonight on Love Night with Spice, which I also called Noite de Amor with Spice. That is in Portuguese. Good to have you. Welcome. And we have the board pies, the board pies, the board pies. Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I really do appreciate you all. Please, as you come in, kindly smash the like and share out your community if you have any. Let's have more people coming, because what is on the Whitey Street is what discussing. This latest, this recent happening is heartbreaking, and which is the crisis between IVD and the late wife, Bimbo Obunna. It's really a heartbreaking one, a sad one, and how this lady left this world is really a bitter one. She left this world a sad woman. She left this world a bitter woman. She left this world a depressed woman. She left this world a vengeful woman. Like, name it. She left this world so unhappy, and nobody, absolutely nobody deserves to leave this world feeling that way, with so much pain, anger, and bitterness, feeling so vengeful to the point of taking her own precious life. It's heartbreaking, believe me. Seeing that video, I can't just get over the imagination, trying to imagine the pain this young lady, this woman, she's in her 30s, for crying out loud, the pain she went through her few, during the few hours left in this world. The pain of that bond is heartbreaking. A mother of 5, nobody deserves to. That is why we condemn DV. We condemn it. So guys, as we go into this, because of Whitey restriction, we'll be using the word DV, we'll be using the word delete, so that Whitey will not restrict the stream, because Whitey has actually been doing that to me. Because, sorry guys, 1 moment. Whitey has been doing that to me because of the words we use. It's too strong. So, but in the course of this, let's just be mindful of our words, the language. If there are alternatives to the language you want to use, let's use the alternative. It has a slang word to read. Let's use a slang word, a pidgin word. For us, Nigeria, we use the word delete instead of, or we use the word pie, we use the word DV in abbreviation, we use the word, no, let's look for softer words to tone it down. So now, and the title we have today is IVD and Bimbo's blood covenant. Oh, I wrote covenant. Oh my God, I'm just saying the mistake on the. I'm just saying the mistake on my title. Really? Come on. This typo would just mess someone up. Typo can just mess someone up. We have Experience Africa. Welcome to the house. Thank you so much for joining me, Experience Africa. Please, guys, kindly thumbs up, okay? If you have a community, share out. I'm just saying my title now. Blood covenant. Oh, geez. Okay, I'm gonna edit it after this live stream. But guys, it is blood covenant, not covenant. Sorry, that's typo. That's not me. No way, that's not me. I didn't type that. I typed covenant, and typo decided to give me its own word, covenant. But then the word is covenant. Thank you so much, Ajoke. I want to put my son to sleep. Good night. Oh, gorgeous lady, please go ahead and take a sleep. Every new mom deserves that rest. So go take the rest, okay? I do not hold that against you. Go take a good rest. Yeah, so some women remain, the reason why some women remain in, in this kind of marriage, abusive marriage. Blood covenant has been discovered to be one. Now we're asking, could this be the reason Bimbo have refused to leave IVD, despite how bitter, how violent that marriage has been, despite the crisis, the fighting and all that. Despite all that, could it be the reason? Because while watching the video, all the place the brother was saying that yes, Bimbo actually did a lot of rituals with IVD. Gosh, the link. Okay, yeah, let me drop the link. Thank you so much for that reminder. I just wanted to do the intro. And let me drop the link. Paste here. Yeah, time out. That's not me. That's typo. So the link is there. I just dropped the link. Now, could that be the reason why, you know, Bimbo have refused to leave that marriage that is so toxic? Could that be the reason? I know growing up, Sade, welcome, gorgeous queen. It's a delight to have you, beautiful one. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. And we have the beautiful one, Oyoyo Wanyoma, the gorgeous one, the Omalicha herself, the shining queen. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. I really do appreciate you. They got tired of themselves and became very toxic. Absolutely. Absolutely. Who do we have in here? So let's have this conversation going already, because I know we can never get tired of talking about it, so that more and more women are going to learn. So we're asking the question, welcome Experience Africa. Could that be the reason? Is blood covenant potent? Do you believe in it? Do you believe in blood covenant? Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Hello, everyone in the house. Thank you so much for having me. I'm always bumping into marriage issues, even when I'm not married. As a matter
that is
of
why
fact,
we are here. It's good to prepare yourself ahead of time.
But I always thank God that I come into your house and I find you discussing very important issues about life. It's not just about marriage. Blood covenant is not something that should be tolerated at any point in time. You know, man, as a matter of fact, is unpredictable. He can be so sweet today, he can be so sweet tomorrow, but next tomorrow he can be a different person. The same thing.
It's a bumpy ride. It's really a bumpy ride.
The same thing with a woman. She could be so sweet today, she could be so sweet tomorrow. When I mean man, I mean in general, a human being. So going into a covenant with somebody is trying to say that you as a person have committed to this person, dead or alive. You know, the reason why this blood is not something that we shed like tears is because God does not want us to physically share it within one another. It's something that is sacred. It's yours. It's yours. That's why you don't see it flowing. Either once you see blood from anywhere coming out of you, it means there is a problem. Or it's just the normal woman whom he gave the power to have blood come out of her. It's just that one. But apart from that, even the heart that comes out as part of her cycle is supposed to be sacred. That's why in Islam as a religion, when a woman is menstruating, she should be sacred. I don't know as of Christianity because I've not read that part of the Bible.
Of course, it is. It's a sacred period for a woman, and that is why even after that period, she has to purify herself, you know, before going to the presence of God.
Okay, so as a matter of fact, blood, that is the same blood we are talking about. So for somebody to just tell you that you should go into covenant and mix your blood, it means that you have accepted to be committed to that person, dead or alive. So the consequences is why some people, when they after a covenant, they break the covenant, they run mad. Some people, apart from running mad, they just get tied to, and no matter what happens to them, they can't go anywhere because they already have made that kind of a vow. So for me, I would not advise anybody, no matter how much love you have for a person, to commit yourself into saying, I want to make a covenant with this person. The only person you can make a covenant with and remain not even held for your covenant is God, because he forgives even when we break our covenants with him. So if you want to make a covenant with anybody, whether it's in a relationship or anything, you should make your covenant with God. God, I love this person so much, and I want to make a covenant with you that if I stay with this person, you bless me, you bless my marriage, you bless me with kids. That should be a covenant, not with a human, you know. So if you are making a covenant with a human, it's left to you as a person. You should be ready for the consequences that come with it. So that's it for me. Yeah, that's it for me. If you have any further questions,
thank you so much. One moment, don't go. I have a question for you before more people join in. You know, they say life begins with blood formation, and having a covenant with someone means you're sharing, like you want to be part of that person's life. You're connected. It's like a soul tie. You're connected in the spiritual realm, not just physically. So you're sharing your life with that person. You know, because blood is life. Our life is in the blood. If the blood is drained, the life is gone. Now, do you think anything can break such covenant? Because the blood has been mixed. You know how this covenant is done? They get a sharp object, cut themselves. People in love do crazy things. You know, this
It's
thing
a long
called love
tradition.
is a strong emotion that can push one. It can actually ruin life, and it can make one's life beautiful. So it's very sacred. That is why love shouldn't be abused. Now they get a sharp object, cut themselves, and then some bring their hands together and let the blood mix, while others, they suck each other's blood and let it go in. So do you think anything can break such covenant?
As a matter of fact, I believe that there is nothing that God cannot do. But in reality, I think so many people have tried God in that kind of regards. You know, like I said from the beginning, man is unpredictable. When I mean man, I mean both man and woman. So if you are carried away by love, I have dated, like I keep saying, I'm not married, but I've dated so many girls. I felt like they were my world. They cannot live without me. I cannot live without them. But in reality, today they live without me and I live without them. So in reality of it is that every human is liable to change. And as you move on with life, you begin to see people that you get to find out that these people are even more important than even loving than the people I had before. So if you think that you have reached your bus stop and you decide to make that kind of a covenant, then you should be prepared, like I said, for whatever comes with it. But as a matter of fact, that kind of covenant can probably be broken by you talking to God, because I know that there's nothing God cannot reverse. I know that there's nothing that God cannot reverse, but it's a very big temptation to try God to say, okay, I'm going to take a covenant, even though, you know, God does not allow you, does not permit you to take covenants with blood covenants. This, I don't know. I don't think people understand the magnitude of blood. If God would ask Abraham to sacrifice his son because of the blood, you know, that's how God values blood. You know, and if he gave him a lamb, he still shed that same blood, which is biblical, and it's still in the Quran where the Muslims still slay the ram to sacrifice blood. You know, so it's a very big sacrifice to God. If you make that kind of a commitment, it's only God that can reverse it. And you have to really, really mean it from your heart. You have to pray diligently, and you have to observe what you promise God that you will do. If He can break that for you, and that's the only thing I think can break it. But there's no human, there's no spiritual power that I think can break that kind of vow.
Wow. Thank you so much, Experience Africa. He is a content creator and a promoter. So guys, do well to check him out. Welcome, Rose Ehujo. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. Please, guys, as you come in, kindly smash the like. And we have Oyoyo's fresh here. Oyoyo Wanyoma, she has come here with all her freshness. So let's hear from you, Oyoyo. I want to ask you, what can you really make out of all those things happening right now between IVD and Bimbo? Now, there are speculations that this could be blood covenant, because the rate at which their marriage became so toxic is beyond imagination. The way Bimbo, she's so vengeful. We can see all the distractions. We can see the pain. Like, is the woman's con. Now, despite the parents, I mean the family members trying to move her away from that marriage on several occasions, she still found a way to return back to IVD. They've done all they could. So could this be really a case of blood covenant between those two? Because we've seen cases like that.
Hosts, honestly, I find it difficult to believe that people still do such things. However, if we go back to when they started, which I believe is over 15 years ago, that means it could be that they did something like that. And in all honesty, I felt that act was outdated. I felt it was something we saw in Nigerian Nollywood movies and all of that. I never believed that people are still that backward to do such a thing. You know, it used to be young people in their young love thinking that life is just a straightforward route, because the person said I love you and I said I love you back, is going to remain like that. Life can rubbish anybody. Life can toss you up and down. It's not the things you mapped out when you were in elementary 4. They asked you to write composition, what you're going to become in the future. Let's go around searching that composition in elementary 4, what you wrote. Not a lot of people achieved what they wrote at that stage. So for someone to go into that kind of ritual commitment is the height of it. Is the height of ignorance. So
sorry, Sade, sorry. Sade is saying that I don't think it was covenant. She just loved him unconditionally. He may have loved her too, but got lost somewhere. Now, the reason why a lot of people are speculating that it could be blood covenant was because it was admitted by the brother that she has done some rituals with him just to make him rich and make him become someone. So if she can commit herself to doing some of this fetish things with the guy, then it's not far-fetched that they must have even done this. Please go on.
See, host, a lot of people soil their hands all in the name, to acquire money, to make money. A lot of people, dive into unthinkable things just to make money. Like I said before, I don't want to believe there is a blood covenant, you understand? But I want to see it in a different perspective as a woman who felt, robbed, or rather she felt robbed because she's passed now. She felt robbed of her young self, her young future, her life. And on top of it, with the new allegation of HIV, she felt she has lost everything. You understand? She is not far from violent. She is not far from V itself. You understand? She is also in that category. She's not in a all-looking peaceful human being from the videos we saw. So she's not far from the toxicity we are talking about today. So when your heart is full of revenge, they have done this to me, done that to me, done that to me. That revenge, if you keep ministering on it, keep meditating on it, the power of revenge does not think about consequences of it. It's just do it, pushing you to do it until it gets that person into a very horrible mess. If they did a blood covenant, I really don't know much about how that works, but I saw it on an Hollywood movie those days growing up. I know they.
Yeah, we lost you. Is it your network?
Yeah.
Is it your network?
I'm having a call. Nwokoma is calling me. Let me know what he's calling me. I'll be right back.
Okay, all right, no problem.
Thank you.
Experience Africa. I don't know if you're familiar with what is going on the street between IVD and Bimbo. You see, from what I can gather, like Oyoyo was saying, it's like a woman. They say hell knows no fury like a woman's scorn. Like she felt she has given everything to this man, gave him 5 children, she even dropped out of school. She is the only non-graduate in the family. The rest are all graduates. She dropped out of school and ran after this boy as a teenager. I think when she was just barely 15. So now I am trying to wrap my head around this kind of love that will make a young girl go so crazy over a guy. We have been in love. I have been in love as a teenager. You must have been in love as well. But I mean, it's not this kind of love that will push you to want to abandon everything in life and just dedicate your life to serving and loving a young guy like IVD. And then he had nothing. IVD doesn't have anything as of the time they started. She said she was the one actually using her school fees to take care of the guy. They were both young.
Okay, they were both young. Can I say something?
Please go ahead.
As a matter of fact, the way I'm talking right now, I'm ignorant of both parties. Like, I don't know whether there's IVD or there's Bimbo. I don't know any of them.
Okay. Yes, they're actually Nigerians.
I know. I know. Because you've talked about it, maybe I will try to check to find out who they are, possibly educate myself. But I always get.
I was hiding here. Our heater is too hot.
Okay, so I always.
I was so confused. I was like, wait, what? They left the door open.
Okay, I think she's not.
Queen,
Her microphone. You can mute her from here. You can mute her.
Queen, we can hear you.
Just mute. Spice, you can mute her from the studio so that
Yeah,
you
she
can
has
save her the
muted
trouble.
already. She has muted already.
Okay. So
Yeah, so go
unfortunately,
ahead.
I am not aware of whether there is an OBD or an IVD or whatever their names are. Uh-huh. So me, I always try to come to your channel when you send me notifications because I see the topic like it's something that I really learn from, and I see that it's something that I can contribute to, even though I know that I am not in that status of like a married man, like I said, but I can avoid some things listening to you. So that's why I'm always here
Thank you.
and trying to come to add up to it, and I also learn up from whatever you're saying. But what I'm beginning to know
Yeah,
is that
thank
there
you.
is a problem with a relationship that somebody feels
Mm,
he has committed his whole life to making it work, and right now is
yeah.
disappointed because some things are happening. So I am just talking
Mhm.
based on neutral position, and
Yeah,
my position
okay.
on this is that, like I said, some people are carried away when they first meet somebody, they fall in love, they can die for them, and the person can
Mm,
also die in return at the beginning. We've had so many instances. Um, One of the stories I would like to bring into life that people do forget is the story of the Titanic, where the
yeah.
guy had to sacrifice himself to drown for a lady he loved. And if you guys remember, after she survived, she got married and had her children, you know. So eventually he died for love, and she went ahead to still love somebody else. So she was not
Mm,
willing to die for love also, because if she was willing to die for love, she would have stayed celibate and stayed thinking of him until she dies. But it means that even if you die for love, somebody will still move on with the same person that you are dying for. So
mm,
it's a great mistake for one to commit to somebody that he thinks
mm,
I am going to die for. That's the biggest
mm.
mistake. And a lot of
Yeah.
Africans, most especially Africans, feel like if you have married somebody, you cannot tell the family. You don't know what you will tell your family if you want to leave the marriage, because they will feel, why did she leave her marital home? She's supposed to remain there. You're married. You're married. See, the fact is,
Mm,
I have a lot of stories to share on my own channel, my experience as a person. But I believe that once you are in a marriage and it's not working out, please walk out of that marriage before it
thank
affects
you.
you psychologically, mentally, physically, or even you lose your life completely. If you can
Thank
walk out
you.
of the marriage, walk out of it, because as a matter of fact, so many people have stayed and have lost their lives just because uh, they 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 stayed in a marriage because they did not want to offend people who did not really matter to them. By the moment you die,
Mm,
people don't remember that you were there because you love the person. You are dead, you're gone.
mm.
The person moves on with his life, like it or not. So
Yes.
if you as a person, you are staying in a marriage because my mother-in-law will feel like, I've been with this guy for 4 years, for 5 years, for 20 years, and I
Mm,
cannot tell my mother-in-law that I left him because, or my children will be disappointed. Man, you're dead, you're dead. Your children will not even remember you existed. The only pain you will
thank
leave
you.
them with is that they will continue to remember that their mom died for love. That's the pain. And
Mm,
it's not a good thing even for your children to remember that
mm,
you died for love. Move on with your life.
mm.
I don't know. The Bible talks of getting married and staying till death you do you part. Yes, but I don't think the Bible meant that dying at the cost of your, and that kind of cost. It's not something that
Yeah.
the Bible preaches us to die for. If you're married to a
Mm-hmm.
person and this person is changing, it's not the person you met last week, because people metamorphose, they change with time. you know so
Mm,
so many things will happen when you meet somebody. In reality, you might not know their family background. Some of them you will not know their lifestyle. Some of them you will not
mm.
know their stretch line, how long they can withstand pressure. So eventually, when
Yeah.
those things begin to manifest, you begin to see a different person, a beast, from the handsome, the cute, or the beautiful, the sexiest lady you met. They begin to
Mm,
transform. And as that happens, you eventually begin to notice that you cannot stay. move out. It's easier. Move, just tell this person, we can't get along. I love you for a person that you are, but I would like, out of respect, we move along with our life. You move on, I move on. If you have seen somebody you can live with, it's okay for you to live with. Me, I will go so that I can save you the problem of irritating you or harassing you or making you do things that you don't do, because I am beginning to see that we were not the persons we first met. We are now become different.
That is it. If there are changes you can deal with, you just make up your mind and walk away with your mental health intact. Thank you, Experience Africa. Let me welcome some persons. UC and UD, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I appreciate you, Queen. Lucy Emmanuel TV, welcome. Wanyoma, welcome. Lucy Chioma, we have two Lucy's here, and we have the third Lucy. Yeah, Sage Playhouse, welcome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you all. Thank you for joining the stream. And we are discussing IVD and Bimbo's case. We're analyzing this case, and we're looking at the possibility of a blood covenant between these two people, which was what made Bimbo decide that, look, you know, blood covenant is till death. Only death can separate two people once that covenant has been made. So it's so toxic, it's so bitter, and yet they stick together until the last moment. So Oyoyo is back. Welcome, Wanyoma, you're back. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Sorry about that. My daughter just came in. I didn't know my mic was on. I apologize.
It's okay. It's okay, Queen.
See, this Experience spoke well about this, but one thing I want to say here is that it's not easy for people to walk out like that. It's not just something you pack your bag and go. If it's that easy, a lot of people would have done that. And I'm going to take this all the way back to Africa, because it's a lot easier for the Western world, because they don't have village people, they don't have communities and all of that to question them. Why are you leaving your marriage? You can endure until whatever.
Oyoyo, before you move on, let me just ask you this question, please. Village people, who have they helped? Who have village people helped in this life?
That's where I'm going to. So our people, you understand, our psyche, our reasoning, our everything about us is kind of tied to community, tied to that large family, extended family, the connection and all of that. Everyone will have a say in your personal matter. Even those that did not contribute a dime when you were being raised, everybody will choke out in your affairs. And why I'm saying I'm taking it all the way back home, because people over here, simple, for the fact that you did not clean the bathroom, can make them tell you, I'm done with this marriage. I can't be coming home to a filthy bathroom. That is as simple as that. Divorce has happened. But our people say, I cleaned the bathroom now if he did not clean it. What is that? Because of bathroom, that's why you want to leave your home. So our mentality are completely different, and we need to see it that way. And secondly, marriage, especially a very long marriage, you have sown your emotion, everything about you, your spiritual bond, everything you call commitment together with someone that you call either husband or wife. So that detachment is not that easy. It's always easier when the marriage is young and you notice this, you can be able to separate yourself. But when you keep enduring, it becomes part of you. You think, okay, I've endured for 5 years. Why not make it 10? Why not push it further? Before you know it, children will grow, will get old together. But I keep saying it, marriage is not for endurance. Don't look at marriage as a place you go and start enduring. You can understand each other, you can tolerate each other to a reasonable degree, but not for you to endure in pain and call it that you're married. Marriage should be enjoyed. If you're not enjoying that marriage, oh boy, oh girl, pack your things, go talk to somebody. I can't stop stressing it. I've said these things several times. People think it's because, yes?
If you see the pain in me when I talk about this thing, you should know where I'm coming from. I said that I have stories that I want to share. I will just break this to you. I lost my mom, my own mom, due to something like this. So I know where I have come from. I know where I have come from.
Sorry. So sorry.
My mom was the closest to me. I know where I have come from to tell you that if it's not working, work out of it the earlier the better. Me, as a person, I know where I have come from. I lost my mom because of this. So I know what I am saying. I am saying it and I will stand by it. I will never accept any woman, whether it's my sister, whether she has 30 children. If she has a problem in that house, let her leave that house. The earlier, the better.
Experience,
Because
that is the
staying there
advice.
does not help you. My
The
mom stayed
advice.
for love,
Yeah.
and she died for it.
Let me come in here, Experience. You stand in a better
hold
person.
on one moment, please. Let me welcome some persons so they don't leave, okay? Pamela's Cooking and Blog, thank you so much for coming. This is the first time I'm seeing you in my house. Thank you for coming. Please kindly smash the like and connect with me if we're not connected. Leave me a comment somewhere, either on this stream or anywhere, so I can go back to connect with you since you're a content creator. Be yourself, Dynasty. Welcome. I really appreciate you, Queen. Thank you so much. Welcome. Lucy Choma, yeah, welcome you. True Mamle, welcome. Thank you so much, ma. So we're discussing IVD and Bimbo, and we're discussing DV, IVD and DV. Oh my God, see the correlation. IVD and DV. IVD in DV. Oh my God. So that is what we are discussing, and we're looking at the possibility of blood covenant. You can drop your opinion here in the chat, and you can join us in the stream. Let's have this discussion. We're analyzing this whole thing, everything that played out, and what could have led to all this. We have Experience Africa here and Oyoyo Fresh analyzing and giving us their advice on DV and marriage when it's bitter, when it's sour. So go on, please, Queen.
Okay. What I'm trying to say here, for Experience, he stands in the best place to talk. I'm just looking at those Bimbo's 5 children. This, what Experience is saying here today, might be their story in the future. I've said severally, one of the reasons that made me to study law, especially to major in family law, was because of what my sister went through. My sister's marriage maybe lasted about 3 years, and that was the end of it, because she had good, solid friends that could advise her young self to leave that home. So why am I saying this? For people that have been in it, enduring it, at some point, they think that's not the best life has offered them. They don't even see it as anything. If you're telling them to come out, they think you want to scatter their marriages. You understand? Because they're first of all thinking about, what would the village people say if I come out? What would this person say? What would the society say? The same society that did not contribute a dime since you were born will now be the determinant factor to your peace and happiness. That's where I have problem with Africa. I have spoken several in my live stream. I don't frown against divorce. I don't. People will say because I'm talking as a lawyer, that's why. No, marriage is contractual. If it's not working, if you have the courage to understand that it's not working, let that courage carry you out of that place. Nobody is worth dying for. Nobody on earth is worth dying for. I told my mother, I'm not going to cause you death. So I don't want anybody to kill me either. Nobody is worth living this life for.
Oyoyo.
Yes, go ahead.
The same village people that will be the ones that you are scared to tell them you have left your marriage. These are people who don't even matter to you. You don't owe them no explanation because you left the marriage.
First of all, they are not going to add or remove anything from your life.
The genesis of the problem of villagers in a marriage is from even the institution of the marriage in the first place. When we are getting married in Africa, we believe that the whole village should come to our wedding, the whole state should come to our wedding. We invite people to our wedding because we feel this is a merriment period. One, that is where the genesis starts from. So you have gathered these people and entertained them and shown them that you have married a man. Whether it's a rich wedding or a small wedding or a big wedding, whatever kind of wedding. These people, you have invited them to this wedding, have come to celebrate with you. And now if there is an issue, you find it hard to tell the same people that you have broken up. That's the first mistake, number one. Number two, the white person who brought this wedding to us in the first place does not do that kind of wedding that we do in Africa. That's number one. A content creator here, Wadamaya, did a wedding, secret wedding with his wife, and being a celebrity YouTuber, he was being trashed on social media that how can he be that rich? He's so greedy. He doesn't want people to attend his wedding. That's why he went and did a solo wedding, because he is not concerned about you. He's not looking at, he has his own reason why he did that marriage. And he said something. He said, my father did similar. And when they had children and they were grown, when they were big, their father went and blessed his marriage in the church and he's okay. And he was a pastor. So in a nutshell, what I'm trying to say is that we incubate the problem from arranging the wedding. That's where we start to incubate our problems. And from there, even some weddings fail from that place. The beginning of the problem starts because a little money was spent on this or on that, or you did not treat your in-laws well during the wedding, you didn't give them good food, or one thing or the other. That's where you start to birth the problem itself. So it grows as the marriage is going on. People are beginning to see you as a wicked woman or as a wicked husband or whatever. Now, if these people did not contribute a dime, or even if they did contribute a dime, they did not contribute it for you to remain whether dead or alive. They did it because they wanted a successful marriage and a successful wedding in first place, a successful wedding. Now, having a successful marriage is something that grows with time. As you begin to bear children, your relationship with your in-laws, how you cater for your husband or how your husband caters for you, these are the things that affect you as a relationship, as a marriage, after you have done the whole celebration and everything. Those are the things that now grows the family and grows the marriage. Now, if at a point in time those things fail, these people that your neighbors or your village people or her village people, whenever it happens, it's the only thing that they will come and do to you is when you die, they just come to bury you. And at the same time, these same people that will come to bury you are the same people that are right from your house to the grave. They are talking about you. The wedding didn't work. She refused to leave. He refused to go. The same people you are scared to walk out because they will talk against you. So talk is
they
a
will be the
constant
one saying, why did she stay up to this very moment? One second, please. Be yourself, Dynasty. Thank you so much. Ami, delicious Ami, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. We have, who else do we have here? Nemi Inspired, welcome. Thank you, Nemi. Please, guys, as you come in, kindly smash the like. Do me that favor, smash the like. Thumbs up, please. If you haven't given me a thumbs up, kindly do so. Thumbs up and then share out the stream. If you have a community, do me that favor, guys. So we're discussing. You can join the discussion. The link is there. Let's interact, because this is becoming, we're thinking that when Osinachi's case happened, that more women will learn. They will just use their senses. Alas, there are those who have been into it even before Osinachi, and they will still remain there. It's never stopping. So we just need to keep talking to ourselves. We need to keep talking senses into ourselves. Otherwise, this is never going to stop. It could be someone's sister. If it's not someone's sister, it's someone's daughter. So how many more women are going to go through this? How many more? How many more will go before we learn to take the right step, walking away out of that I don't know what to call that kind of marriage, because that one is even beyond being toxic. It's beyond toxic. Please go on, Biko.
So as I'm saying, these people that you are scared to leave the marriage for because they will talk are the same people that are going to mock you or talk behind you when you're gone. So what benefit or of what good have you done to protect them from talking? Because if you do good, people will talk. You do bad, people will talk. Why not just do that one that you know that will favor you, so that people can just talk and it can. People have left their marital homes. They became topic on social media for a month, 2 months, 3 months, and they are now living their life. Nobody even knows how they are living, but they are living more happily.
I might differ with these narratives that we always all measure on what the society will say and all of that, and what the village people will say. I've shared that story, I believe, once too many, if I'll put it that way. My mother, at the time her daughter was leaving her marriage, did not consider what the society was going to say. The first thing that was in her mind was she wants her daughter alive and happy. So it depends on the family. When I mean the immediate family, in this case of Bimbo, her mother, what role did she play? It's not, everything is not about being
carrying, see that woman? Did you watch that video?
Yeah.
That woman, did you watch that video?
I'm getting there.
God, I don't pray for such. How can the children didn't even advise her?
Yeah, everything is not going physical. People shouldn't look at physical as the only option to fight things. There is what they call sweet revenge. This family said all of them went to the university except Bimbo, but nobody is borrowing sense or wisdom from being educated. The brother came online spilling all kinds of things, admitting all kinds of things upon her sister, upon his sister, not minding how damaging those admission is going to be if they go to court. And then
it has spoiled the case, if you ask me. It has ruined the case.
The mother, the utterances that were captured in video, I know they are angry. They have every right to be angry. Why not pursue this in a very, very, very civilized way? You can make this man, she was angry and went back there for revenge because she felt robbed, she felt empty, she lost everything. So she wants to lose her life on top. What she would have done is to use that money that all the family members claim to be successful, hire a son and make this boy pay to the last dime in his bank account. You don't have to
can money ever pay for these damages?
Money cannot pay. That's what she went there for, and then she ended up deleting herself. She went to get papers.
Do you know the reason why she went to the house? She went to the house to get the document of the house, the property. She went to get the document, and then someone alerted the guy, Bløød, to tell the guy that this is what is going on. So the guy rushed down to the house. By the time he's getting there, because of dragging, she went and poured kerosene on herself. Doused kerosene on herself. And then lit the curtain.
Herself on fire.
No, she was trying to drag the guy to herself, so they both, get burned. Unfortunately, the guy pushed her and she fell backward. And then when she fell, because she already doused herself with kerosene, her clothes caught fire, and that was it. There was nothing the guy could do other than to watch her burn down. Yeah. Welcome, Mary Queen. Welcome, Wayne Talk Show. I really appreciate you guys. Please kindly thumbs up the stream, please.
See,
that was how she left.
If you watch the video where they rushed her to the hospital in a stretcher, the person that made that video was making the video when Bimbo herself was inside that house. From the video, you could say, okay, but what is she doing? What is she doing? Is she burning the house? What is she's carrying kerosene? She's carrying kerosene. She poured kerosene. She lit the kerosene.
And the person was watching. And the person was watching.
She locked the door. She locked
herself
inside.
The person is carrying kerosene. You cannot break. You can see the person. You can't break glass.
Now
you can't break glass.
You're talking. See, she told her friend or whoever that followed her to that place, or whoever making those videos as evidence. She told somebody what she was going to do, and nobody stopped her.
Yeah, so
people.
They already planned it before she got to the house. It was planned already. Before she went down to the house. That was why a lady was saying, this was not our agreement. This was not what we agreed. That means there was an agreement.
Did she light the fire? Did she light the fire? That's what the person was saying on the video. Oh my goodness, she lit the fire. She lit the fire. This was not what we planned. This was how we planned it. How did you guys plan it?
Maybe the plan was douse yourself with kerosene and threaten to lit it. Let's see, because there was a place that said the guy himself had equally threatened to take his own life when Bimbo left him some years ago, So the family took Bimbo away from Lagos to Abuja, and the guy was threatening, sent a message. So Bimbo had to return so the guy would not ruin his own life, you understand? So he would delete himself. So she now wanted to do the same, hoping that the guy will stop her. But unfortunately, she missed the script. She did not read the script very well. The script they scripted down was, do not lit yourself. Just douse yourself with kerosene maybe and threaten. But she forgot that part of the script
But
that says, do not lit the
host,
fire.
even if that was their plan, how could you, in this world, pour kerosene on yourself for somebody who has forgotten about you years ago to be dying for you? No. You know, there is this thing we say something, Biko, don't fight people on the street because you don't know who is healthy. You don't know who is a ninja master that can even beat you on top that came to beat the person. Think about yourself first. Think about yourself. She went to the house to break the vault, to carry everything she can carry, because the brother said that she felt she was robbed for many years of her life. She lost everything. So she's going back there to go and grab what she can grab so that she can have something to take care of her children, her 5 children, since the man has abandoned them. This is what a lawyer can do for this family. And they are claiming that all of them went to school. They could have called somebody. They will get police, get this person arrested.
Experience Africa. It is not her time. It is her I don't know what to call it. That's that foolish love, that stupid love, because it could have been averted. As it is now, anybody, you see as I am now, do you know that this second, if I want to delete myself, I can actually delete myself this second?
We should not even call her.
It is not my time yet, but I will do something stupid. To fast forward my time.
For her case, we should not even call it love, because why I'm saying we should not call it love is she had already left the home. You know, like I said, I don't know the case of IVD, DVD, Vitamax, VHS. I don't know what their name is. What?
Experience Africa will not kill you.
I don't know.
What one is Anne Space?
Well, I don't know, but what I'm trying to say is that as a matter of fact, I want to say she had left the home. Love had finished. Even though she still loved him, love had finished. Not finished, but she had put an end to the suffering.
But it's not the first time she's leaving the home. She has left the home up to 10 times. It's not the first time.
So this one that's why I'm saying this case I cannot judge it for them. But for me, what I can say, and this will be my last word, because as a matter of fact, it's giving me some bad memories, so I don't want to talk too much about it.
Honestly, so sorry about
so what I want to just say in a nutshell is that if marriage is not working for you, walk out of it. If you have put up an investment into a relationship, I want to tell anybody who has done that is that you are doing it at your own risk. Don't expect that you do it and you come to claim it. It doesn't work like that. Just do it because you're doing it for the sake of the relationship. At that moment, yes, I can afford it. I am going to put it in. Whether it comes back to me or it doesn't come back to me, I have invested into this relationship and I have done it once and for all. It's done and it's done. Don't do things that you want to come back tomorrow and say, during the relationship, I gave you $1 or I gave you $1 or $2. It's just mere stupidity. If you're going to invest in a relationship 100%, just do it 100%, knowing that you have done it and you have done it. But if you are going to do it and looking back and saying, I'm doing it, I don't even know how he's going to treat me or how she's going to treat me tomorrow, I'm very sorry for you. It's not even worth investing in it. Don't invest in it. Save your money.
At all.
Find a way to save your money, because it will never ever help you. It will never ever help you. Coming back after will never help you. If you want to invest in yourself, and I keep saying to people, the money you eat in your mouth, the one you wear as clothes, and the one that you enjoy yourself with is the one that you own. Whatever money you have is either for next of kin or for other people to enjoy. So enjoy the life while it lasts for you, and enjoy it very, very well. I really appreciate you guys. Please excuse me. I will have to leave because I don't think it will.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Experience Africa. I know emotionally this is taking you backward to back down memory lane. I'm so sorry about that. Okay.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Experience, for
Thank you for your amazing contribution.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Welcome. Please, guys, as you come in, kindly smash the like. We have 18 amazing people watching right now. Come in. Don't stand by the door. Come in. Let's discuss this, because more and more women are becoming, I don't know, I thought women should be getting wiser. Oyoyo, I thought we should be getting wiser. I thought, and this is 2022.
Of course, women should be getting
wiser, but
yeah, women are wiser, women are smarter. We are wiser, we are smarter, and it's gonna continue to get better. But the thing is that there will still be a black sheep in the family. There will still be, that rotten egg among the dozens. So that is what it is. One thing I will say here, when somebody is angry, you understand, the person is not supposed to be talking. I don't know who knows this lady's family. The brother should shut his mouth completely. Zip that brother that is giving interview, the one that gave interview to Daddy Freeze, should zip his mouth completely. This is not the time for him to be granting interviews. They should be mourning their sisters in tears, not granting interviews. Forget about what the internet is saying. Whenever you guys decide as a family, you can come out and speak. He has done more damage to this case if this case eventually gets to court. This boy has done so much damage. He has admitted the sister poured herself kerosene, admitted the sister lit the fire, admitted the sister went there to break the guy's vault, to carry the
even
guy's
without
document.
him admitting, Oyoyo, there is evidence. Somebody was recording everything. So even if the guy doesn't even come out to admit that, yes, the sister did this, there is video footage everywhere. So there is no way, they can even deny this.
There is video, which, people can also claim to be doctored, you understand? But this one is that the brother is saying, based on what he's reading from the sister's WhatsApp messages and what him and the sister had discussed, you understand? If anybody knows the family, please, they should tell that boy to stop talking, please.
He should shut up already.
He should stop
He's
talking.
singing like a canary.
Yeah, he has done so much damage already. This one, I don't even know what kind of damage control that will save their case. And this is still going to make it. This man, even with all his wickedness, will still go scot-free if he has a good lawyer, because of all the admissions and all the video evidence that we've seen so far. And then another woman will go and start romancing the guy and get into the same problem. So we should be careful.
Women don't learn. Women, see women, we don't learn. Welcome, Ed Varieties. Thank you so much. And Space, welcome. Mary Queen Longman, welcome. I appreciate you all. Please, as you're coming in, kindly thumbs up the stream, okay? And share out. Let's have more people join in on this conversation. I'm seeing the chat, man. The chat is going on so well. A lot of discussion and a lot of chat going on and opinions here and there. Welcome, Nemuzo, Daluri Nwanyoma, welcome. Welcome, Z-Berry. Thank you so much for joining the stream. I really appreciate you. Welcome, Anasong TV. Thank you so much for joining the stream. I appreciate you, Queen. Please, guys, kindly thumbs up the stream. Shade Princess, welcome. Thank you for joining the stream. Thank you for joining the conversation as well. Please, guys, don't forget to smash the like and share out your community. Let's have more people here. This is an interesting conversation because it affects us women. We need to just find a way out of this. Every day it is from one DV to the other, one DV to the other, and you expect that people will borrow themselves sense. Now, there's something that baffles me. This girl ran after IVD at a very tender age, 15, if I am not mistaken. 15, right? From what we gathered, she left secondary school. She dropped out of school for this guy. Now, from such family, what did the family even do to stop her, to bring her back? This is a teenager. Is she beyond the parents' control or her siblings? What happened? Why is this? Why couldn't the parents do anything about it at all? A teenager dropped out of school and ran after a guy until she got pregnant. So I think I'm also looking at negligence on the part of the parents.
The parents,
they didn't do much about
it. Simply boils down to they could not control their daughter at that early age, and then that's what it is. You understand? You can't tell me you guys did everything possible, and then until she got pregnant. The brother, that's why, please, anybody that knows the family hearing our voice, to tell the brother to shut his mouth and stop talking if they actually want to go to court. I am so pissed with all his interviews. In fact, it never helped the sister. Rather, he damaged the story completely. When I mean 100%, that even if this guy is a monster, this guy will end up going scot-free. There are so many ways to handle this case. So many ways. They are claiming the guy gave the sister HIV. You go to court and get settlement. They are claiming you do that so that you can be alive to raise these children. You can be alive to raise your children. Nobody is even talking about the welfare of the children. The trauma they've gone through in their home.
But
they
the guy, even on his own, rejected the children. He said he has nothing, like he has rejected, he has thrown these children away. They mean nothing. From his utterances, you can see when he was saying that the woman has turned all the children against him. Those girls that he prays that the girls will grow up to be like her, being violent, and then are slapping and hitting their husbands. They will be as useless as their mother. You get. So, and even the boy, he even mentioned that the mother has equally turned the boy against him. So the children means nothing. He doesn't even care about the welfare of the children. And you need to see even the sister. Now, I saw a footage of the sister crying. How can you? I don't know the family. I don't know this kind of family. They are not mourning this woman at all. They are not mourning her. It seems as if they are tired of her already. They just want to move on with their life. She held the camera and she was just, how can you video yourself crying? How do people do that? How do you video yourself crying? It wasn't just
video. It wasn't video. She went live. She went live
Crying.
crying.
How do you go live crying? Showing yourself like, I don't know how people do that. You are emotionally down. You are broken. You just lost a blood sister. And all you can think about is to go on social media to trend for likes and for followership or for sympathy. For what? I don't understand
idea.
It.
That's what I'm saying. They said that the whole family went to school, got a university education, but that except Bimbo, but none of them is reasoning like someone who went to school. They should go off social media. What happened to their family is a terrible thing. And the fact that their mother's video is all over the internet, depicting that the woman did not, in fact, she doesn't even respect herself, is enough for me.
Look at her exchanging words. How can you
be exchanging words with a boy you paid rent for? They claim they paid rent for this boy. They sent him over. How can you be exchanging words? It's because the relationship has deteriorated to the point that nobody respects each other. That's why you'll be trading words with this boy. No.
A boy you can give birth to, exchanging words and hitting the car. I mean, even if let's give it to IVD that IVD has lost it. But what about the mother? Even if IVD has lost it, what about the mother? Then where did the brother find the courage to even grant an interview at a time like this, when the family should just be thinking of what happened, where they went wrong?
Less than 48 hours your sister passed. You were busy talking under the freeze. I saw it live when they were having that conversation. I was there. I was like, oh no, somebody should tell this guy to stop talking. No. Somebody should tell this guy. This simply means that this woman that passed has no value for herself. She has no self-worth. And the earlier we women start realizing our self-worth, that's the better. Self-worth doesn't mean you go to Instagram and post for pictures. No, it's the ability for you to understand that I am loved, I am appreciated, I am beautiful from the inside and then out. It's not fake beauty that you snap picture. No. Tell yourself in affirmation that you are valued, that you are something, that you got value attached to who you are as a person. Women should find that courage to tell themselves, look yourself in the mirror and do some affirmation to yourself. Today, I speak good to myself because I am a queen, born back, created by God. I shall march on roses. Confirm to yourself how precious you are. How can a human being God created carry kerosene? It's not that mob gathered you and poured you fuel. You use your head, yourself. Carried kerosene on yourself. What kind of hate do you have upon yourself, Bikon? I don't even understand it. It's like somebody.
It is the value she had for herself that is the same value her family had for her, because she doesn't have any value for herself. Zero. Her life meant nothing to her and her family. You can see from the way they've been posting, from the interviews they've been granting, from the way they've been ranting on social media, you can see that they had no single value for this woman. And like Experience Africa said, her family would have pushed her to go and do what she did. They all had this thing planned out. They had it planned out, but she went outside the street.
We don't know exactly, but that one crying on the internet knew she was going to that man's house. That one crying on the internet knew. I want to believe she was the one that made those videos. This was not what we planned. And I'm still looking for that video. If I find it,
what did they plan? Welcome, Herald of Mary. Thank you so much. What did they plan? What was the plan before this woman went there? Because she went for material, for documents, for the house document. Okay, now when she gets the document, what next? Is that going to stop her from going back to this guy? Is it not these same women that we're later going to see on Instagram making videos of the house? Yeah, I got the house from IVD. Yes, I got it. Yeah, I won. I got the house. You will see the post all over social media. Will that give her peace and happiness? After, if at all she went away, will that bring peace and happiness to her? No.
See,
because she's damaged from the inside.
If you hear about horrible divorce cases in the US, especially relating to Nollywood people, if you see the story of how dirty the divorce cases, but none of those women or men will carry kerosene and pour on themselves. Rather, they will look for the best attorney and pay that attorney money to get everything they want. She wanted wealth, she wanted money, she wanted property. That was why she went there. Why not call a good son? If they charge you 5 million naira, pay it.
Charge the money. After they say they have money,
all have good jobs. The brother was ranting on social media with Blessing CEO. If you know what I've achieved in 23 years of age, this is somebody that.
What has he achieved?
The sister
what has he achieved?
Cooling us.
And the sister is busy running after the guy they said they fed and housed for how many years? What did they achieve? What have they achieved as a family? If they could not do anything to stop a young teenager from running after a boy, gave up her life, sacrificed everything, what have they achieved? All these things now mouth, they come out on social media and just start talking anyhow. The truth is, you see, let's tell ourselves the truth. What pushed this woman is nothing but materialistic things. That's a material things.
Material things.
Material things is the only thing apart from feeling cheated.
And vengeance.
Material things.
Vengeance also. She wants to, to get every pound of flesh from this guy before she knows that is all over.
But she has children, Oyoyo. This woman has 5 children. Even with the children alone, she will be able to get something for herself.
Did you hear what the brother said? You remember the brother said, I believe she went back there to get the document for the property because the man had abandoned the 5 children, and then so that she can find something for herself. But that same brother is now telling us yesterday that all he has achieved in 23 years of life, Blessing CEO has never achieved that in her life.
So they can't set her up with all that money they have. They couldn't set her up with all the money.
Gather money. So, okay, you know what, Bimbo, we understood you. We need you to come and we are buying you a house in Lekki so that you go pepper them gang. Do you understand? There is what they call soft revenge, sweet revenge. When that man think that you're going to go down, you tell them that is my rising up. Then when they see you tomorrow, not crying, they will know, yeah, this person survived. But how could you, somebody God created, you did not create yourself. How could you want to delete yourself like that? How could you?
Okay, even the pain, she didn't even sit down 1 second to calculate the pain she's going to go through. Even the pain. If I'm cooking, my hand, this mistakenly, touch the pot. I know the pain I go through. Not to talk of the entire body being on fire from her hair, her clothes, her body, like down to to the sole of her feet. Imagine the pain, and you didn't calculate it, love and revenge.
And remember,
she blinded?
She locked the door. She locked the door and held the key. So even if she was burning, nobody would be kind enough to rush towards her to start looking for where the key is in her purse or in her pocket or in her
jeans. This is not the first time she did something like that. She has done something like that before, burnt at a part of the house, like the cutting area. She has done something like this before. The guy came in and he was showing all the damages she has done, in his house. And then this is not the first time. She locked the door. Even when she did that, locked the door, and then later they were able to put out the fire. So it's not the first time. Why was she so furious? Is it losing the man? Now only the man did this world. That is why I'm saying that there is more to this relationship. Yeah. Because it is only when you have done a blood covenant with someone that you say, no, one person has to go. Only blood covenant can drive someone this mad, because I know she's really going mad at this point in time, and only a blood covenant can do that. Otherwise, it's not man. They see man go Lagos, man full like akara everywhere. You can actually get 2 men or even 3 men in one night if you want. So long as you are, so long as you are beautiful and you have the money, you can actually arrange 5 guys for yourself.
Host, the way I'm looking at this is more personal, in the sense that I've tried to pick all the evidences they threw on the internet to gather it together. What I'm seeing is a woman that is deflated, a woman that felt she has been robbed of her future, her young self,
cheated.
And at the same time, she's now maybe infected with HIV. And some people don't understand that even with the HIV, you can still live your full life if you walk in the right direction. It's not the end of the world. Some people will swap cancer for HIV. But our people don't understand that. So maybe she has looked at it in every ramification, felt my life is all over. Where am I going to start from? 5 children. Even if I come out and if they hear that I have HIV, nobody will want to come close to me. No, lady.
But there are a lot of people, thousands or even millions, living on planet Earth right now with it, and they're living on drugs. They're still living beautiful life. They're still living their life to the fullest. Welcome, Mom of Triplet. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Chieke, welcome. Adati Gogo, welcome. Herald of Mary, thank you so much. Queen, I'm not here, maybe Herald of Mary. Honestly, I'm not expecting you to be here, sweetheart. Because guys, waiting. Please, guys, welcome. Please, guys, as you're coming in, kindly thumbs up and join the discussion. The link is there. If you want to come up and join this conversation, please kindly do so. Thank you so much. So, Oyoyo, I'm saying there is more. If this woman had done rituals, okay, what kind of ritual did she do with IVD? Rituals for prosperity.
Yeah, but because they believe those things give money. They believe rituals give money. So you can see where their mind and their brain, how their brain is functioning. You can see the level of their brain development. That's where they think, if you do ritual, you get money. If you do ritual, you secure this. If somebody is chasing you, maybe you're owing that person, you go and do ritual, they will forget about the debt. Do people think that way? I don't blame them from thinking that way. The only thing I blame, whoever that girl spoke to or left her children and said, I'm going to IVD's house and I'm going to burn down the house. If I thought she ever mentioned those utterances to human beings living under this earth, and that person allowed her to enter her car, kicked the car, and then drove off, that person is as wicked as whoever that, whatever IVD.
But it was a plan. It was a plan, an agreement that, okay, if at all he refuses, then let the property go down, in blazes.
That's what I'm saying. Whoever that was she shared that with, and that person allowed her to do that, that person is the most wicked human being I can ever imagine. You know why? It's not just their property that is in that estate. What if, because of your vengeful act, other people's properties, you burn all the properties in the estate? Do you know if there is an elderly person in any house that could be burnt as well? Do you know if there is there are children? There are consequences for every action. There are consequences. See, I'm saying this, whoever that is hearing my voice, if you are really, really pissed off on any issue with any human being, please zip your mouth. Do not utter a word. Do not take any action. Anything you've done on impulse, you can't even take it back. You can't. Absolutely. As a young child growing up, the moment I read about Macbeth, you understand how he sold his wife all over impulse. I don't forget that story. That was the first time I got across that word. And I start from that time as a child. a young child studying literature. So people should know what to do when they are so furious, when they are so upset, when they are so pissed. That is not the best time for you to start granting interview, like Bimbo's brother did damage to them and their case against the sister. He
not just about the sister, the mother, all of them, every one of them have messed up this case.
So if you're upset, please calm yourself down.
Get a lawyer.
Get a lawyer for crying out loud. They are roaming the streets of Lagos looking for clients. Their shoes are swearing to heaven because of no clients.
Pay them and put food on their table. Give them work to do. Give them a job to do. I was saying, okay, if, let's say, for instance, apart from the property, that she's feeling used, like I think Shade was one that pointed it out, that she's feeling used after giving her life. There are couples who have been married for 30 years, 40 years, and they still parted ways. So if you're feeling used in what sense? You both agreed to be in.
Wait,
you didn't.
Wait, host.
That guy didn't force her. She was the one that ran after him.
Host, wait. She feeling used, right? At the time she was following that boy, the boy was a young man too. They both used each other. People should stop looking at it. It's just the women that are used. The man was as well used. Both of them were using each other. People should
let me put that. Was it not sweeting her? It was not sweeting two of them. How would they have produced 5 children? How would they have produced 5 children? They are feeling used. She's feeling so angry, so vengeful. How did she produce 5 children? This is not from a report every night.
Ask me. And
the guy is with the guy. Nobody is used here until we remove that mentality from our mind. Remove that mindset of being used. We dated for 2 years, for 5 years, and then he used me and dropped. You two used yourself. You used her. She used you. You used yourselves. Move on.
I tell
meet her there.
You know,
apart from the fact that she's feeling the guy infected her. Which she can as well live on antiretroviral drug. I don't see the reason why this woman should be feeling bitter. That's why I keep saying that there is more to this, their stupid, crazy love. There is more to it. I've seen people in relationship more than 10 years, 20 years, and they still parted with. Even those that are even worse than this. But for a woman to summon courage to douse herself, knowing she has 5 children,
I tell you,
this thing about her, it's not with clear eyes.
And
there is a spirit from her father's compound.
Host, village people talk about she's feeling used. God bless you with 5 amazing children. Is that not blessing?
There are people in marriages 5, 10 years, 20 years, they don't have one yet. God bless you with 5 children, yet you are feeling used. Used in what sense?
I can't understand.
She should be feeling blessed.
I don't understand it. 5 beauty. Did you see those children? Beautiful children.
She's not counting them as part of her achievements. She's not counting those children as anything.
Human beings anymore. There is no
that mansion
in Nigeria. That
house is worth more than her children. Welcome, Rosie Hujo. Thank you so much. You are welcome. Thank you. That house, that stupid block house, is worth more than her children. Because if she had counted her children as part of her blessings, I don't think she will even think about going back to that house. If she had considered her children, she had any value, any other value for those children, she wouldn't have even thought about carrying that kerosene in the first place. Mansion.
I don't even understand that kerosene. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand that kerosene. That their house, maybe there is no kerosene because as a big house, is gas you have in that. So she planned everything, and somebody allowed this woman
came to the house with
car. Somebody allowed her to enter the car, to start the car, to drive to this guy's place in Aja. Oh no! Why is it that
means they actually brought that kerosene? They brought that kerosene
to the house. Nobody stopped her. And then the person making the video, oh no, what is she doing there from the other side of the property? Did she pour kerosene on herself? Oh no, that's not as planned. That's not what did you plan?
Wrong interpretation of scripts. They scripted it, but she didn't understand the script properly.
So people should even all of them. That lady that made that first video when they rushed her to the hospital before she passed, they should be able to have that person speak what the plan is. And those are the people they should be pointing fingers. They should be pointing fingers at those people. If you call yourself a good friend, you see your friend is falling into the flames. That is the time you have to put a stop. Take the car key from her. No, it's not going this way. You should,
because they're all birds of same feather. Birds of same feather. Otherwise, we wouldn't have allowed your friend, your sister, to go. I mean, to drive away with. I mean, with so much anger inside her. You wouldn't have allowed that as a good friend. And you know, that wasn't the first hospital they took her to. They took her to, I heard, about more than 5, 6 hospitals, and she was rejected because it's 100-degree burn. When on seeing her, they just say, no. This case is beyond us. So the delay even, maybe fast forwarded the death, the delay. She needed someone to keep her away from him and make her see her life was more important. Her family was busy fighting. Sade, the family, from what we gathered, already they said they did their best. For me, I still feel that their best is not good enough.
Was not good enough.
That best wasn't good enough. A teenager that ran after a boy, Omo Igbo. He ran after Omo Igbo, isn't it? And at that tender age, when her mates are busy doing home economic in school, she was busy following Omo Igbo around, isn't it? Until she got pregnant. They didn't do enough. If they had done enough, that lady wouldn't have been in this situation. Her mind has been so poisoned. Her soul is so damaged beyond redemption. She's lost. I heard they equally checked her into a rehab. And then she ran away from there. She checked herself out again. See, as a teenager, for Nigeria, look for rope, tie her. You that spirit of love from her. Don't this petting young teenager and then
Host, we should also remember we talked about when you're angry, vengeance should be the least in your mind when you're upset, because devil knows how to walk the mind. Absolutely. A few weeks ago, a woman in Calabar was upset that the husband's side chick was seen with the husband. Out of anger and to go and capture that girl red-handed so that I can embarrass her and put her on social media, this woman deleted herself in the speed race.
Okay, that woman that was chasing after the husband and the side chick.
After the husband and the side chick, yes. It was anger that was pushing her. People should learn to control this devilish word called anger. And vengeance is not when you're angry. You're not going to get the best of it. There are what they call sweet vengeance. If they had wanted money, wanted money. That is what they've been fighting. Money, house. Get a lawyer. Let the lawyer fight that job for you. And you get every penny. Every penny you so desire, you can get it.
And drain the guy of everything he has. Even that house can be given to her.
And everybody will be alive.
After, were they not married? Were they not married?
I beg, this case don't tire me. I don't even want to talk about
welcome.
it.
Thank you so much, Cheke.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Welcome. Mama Triplets said the host family tried when the guy relocated to South Africa. The family rested, not knowing the guy had invited her to South Africa, and her family only discovered when she had gone to meet him. There is more to these people. They are both scores. Two of them have scores.
No, this statement, mommy triplets made is different from what the brother was saying. The brother said it was their family that paid flight ticket for him to go to South Africa. So at that time, they've already started family together as husband and wife. Before
so if they were the ones that paid, how come the girl went to meet him? So the girl didn't go together.
The girl was already
married.
Was he doing in South Africa? They were already married. Remember, she had a baby. Then the guy moved to South Africa, then invited her over. When she went there with the guy in South Africa, now realized that the guy has already dated another South African lady, and that lady there was very vicious. So based on that, she called her parents. Her parents sent her money. She returned back to Nigeria. That's why I said anybody that is so much interested in this Bimbo's family should tell the brother to shush. Shush. Is enough.
Bimbo brother. Shh, 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 shh. What are you going to do, eh? Shut up.
You guys are just funny now.
Welcome, Cheke.
Hola,
Shout.
Big sis, now say shut up.
Shut your mouth.
Okay.
Shut that mouth.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon. Welcome, Queen. Welcome,
Thank you
Unique
so
Grace.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Mommy Ayayo, good afternoon.
Welcome, beautiful.
Chai. Now, wow. This kind of matter like this, a tired person, no. Everybody, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Greetings, everyone. Host, I said quickly, let me just come and, chip in something, a little advice, because we don't even know how many people that we click on this video to watch. When you made mention of everybody used everybody, I think you are correct here. Everybody use everybody in this life, but it's just that, like, people fail to understand that at some point, because if you consider it a little bit, that will give you the mindset of moving on. Like, generally, when we talk about this relationship, these things, issues going on everywhere and there, the saga, it reach everywhere, honestly. And one way or the other, some of us have had our shares, and the best thing is just to move on.
The best thing.
Yeah.
The best.
That's the best thing. You just have to move on, because if you don't move on, that anger will linger, and that anger will cause more pain. Because as it's lingering, you are so pained, you will begin to have advices from people. And those advices, at the end of the day, will destroy that person. Then before you feel like, oh, I regret my action, I shouldn't have done it this way, I shouldn't have gone this far, you have already done the damage. And when you do that damage, life becomes more complicated. There was one book I read, one of my aunties, my madam, like that time I was looking for a job, and I was fixed in her office. And we were like, one day she came to the office and she gave us, 3 of us in her office, she gave us one book that we should read it and then analyze it. It's about a kind of animals. I kept that book. I don't know where I kept that book. Is just a kind of little general lesson for everyone. I kept that book and I read that book. I was like, that book said that we should stop living complicated life. The group of animals usually get food from a particular place every time they go. I think turtles was among them. Every time they go, they will go there and they will have enough food and they will be satisfied and they will leave. And then, just on a day like this, when they got there, all of them as usual, their meeting place, the place they have favorite food, they got there and they never saw any food. Everywhere was like dried. So amongst them, what happened was that, like I said, I've forgotten this story, but it's an interesting story in that book. Either one or some of them moved on to another location, while some of them remained there and was like very angry of not seeing food there. And they stayed there forever without moving. And yes, these other people that move find the food in another location and they began to enjoy themselves. Because I was like, what a heck? He said, when something happens as a person, just feel it. and then let it go. If you don't let it go, you die in misery. You continue that anger, and you just destroy yourself. Okay?
Yeah.
In terms of this relationship of a thing, a man hurts you. In fact, in my own house, my immediate sister was used. If you say, okay, used, let's just talk about it. I don't know whether she used the man too, but in her case, I
They
was
use
just there.
themselves.
I think
So long as there was a putting in and removing, it is both of them that did it. No man can come and shame me that he used me. No, we used ourselves.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I would say, okay, that use now is for the two of them, just as you said. But disappointment happens along the way.
Yeah.
Because what they discuss when they were hand a use on when that's keeping it now is the problem. The other person not meeting up by the promise is now the problem here. So when they were using themselves, the promise was that I will marry you, and then I need use you. At the end of the day, the marriage didn't work out again. So, and at the end of the day, there is this disappointment. So at that situation, what you will do is just to move on with your life. Move on with your life. There's no reason to die. There's no reason to, continue in that misery, continue, prolonging that pain. Because until you move on, you won't pass that depression, you won't pass that trouble you are in. So the ability to move on matters here. That is my own contribution in this matter.
Thank you, Chiki. Thank you so much.
You're
I really
welcome.
appreciate you.
Thank
you.
You
said this thing you're saying. I know of a beautiful, strong woman. 15 years ago, she got married at a very young age. Got married. The marriage became toxic and abusive. It was so bad, like this same thing that happened to Bimbo. I know someone, I'm telling you right now, that happened, all this ritual thing, all these fetish things were going on in that marriage. And she couldn't take it anymore. Is it the beating? Is it the abuse? And then her spiritual life was on the line as well. She was so scared that one day she will be used for this same ritual with the way things were going. She got scared of her life. She got scared, and they just got married. The marriage was barely 3 years. One day she got tired. She was so afraid. She said she was not sleeping at all. It got to a point where the guy has threatened her with razor blade. The guy has threatened to mark her face, that she will be sleeping and then she will wake up to the sharp cut of razor blade on her face because he felt she is too beautiful, and then her beauty is maybe getting into her head. So he threatened her with razor blade. He had equally pinned her down with a knife on the throat and told her that he will delete her and dispose of the body. Not even her family will be able to save her. She lived in fear. She lived in fear. She was traumatized. And according to her, she said, he always tell her that even if they find out that I deleted you, I will find my way out. I will not languish behind. She said with that fear, a young married woman, married that was barely 3 years, she went down on her knees and begged the guy that she wants to go and see her parents. That just a weekend visit, her father is calling her. And the guy agreed. So, okay, go see her. In fact, he stopped every member of her family from visiting her. She lived in isolation, in fear, in that abuse. When he granted her that 2 or 3 days leave to go see her father, she picked her bag, just one bag, and that was the end of the marriage. She ran to her father and said, this is what has been happening to her. And she opened up, and they were able to get a lawyer, and they ended it. She didn't take a pin Everything that was written for her when they were during the divorce case, she said she wanted nothing, even down to her own personal belongings that were in the house. Everything they married her with, all her wedding gifts, all the things the family bought for her when she was getting married, baby things, everything, all the properties, she left everything. She said she wanted nothing, not even a pin. Not even one kobo kopura popu. All she wants is her freedom. That the fact that she was able to leave that house is enough for her. And she's alive today. She is living a beautiful life. She is remarried and she is happy. This thing that ruined Bimbo is that what is ruining a lot of women. Let me go and collect. Let me go and collect. I cannot live empty-handed. No. 5 years in marriage, God forbid that I live empty-handed. 10 years in marriage, no, I must live with something.
I don't even want to say my own.
And she went for that. This is what ruined her. Property, material things, all these things are
material things. It was more important to her than 5 beautiful children God gave her. 5 beautiful children, because they were able to go to bed, sleep together, make babies, to the point that those babies don't mean anything to them.
Mean nothing. The babies were coming to her without any trouble.
How much a
if
child
she had waited, if that woman had waited for the fruit of the womb for 5 years and know the pain of waiting, believe me, she would be thinking only about her, or if she had just children. One, she would be thinking about just the child. But no, because they came to her freely, she had to place them far above, far beneath a structure. This is what is keeping a lot of women.
God help us.
Not even her children. It's not her children keeping her. No. Property. When are women going to learn to value themselves and value their lives? When would they ever learn?
It's so sad, host. It's so sad how we've lost humanity, back home, that something like 5 children did not ring a bell to this woman, that these children, I want to be alive and raise them. I want to see them go to secondary school. I want to see them get married. I want to see what they can become. They might be the ones that will save the world of hunger, that will save the planet from climate change. Hopes that keep a mother thriving. Do you know, is this hope that will make, even when your child is giving you trouble, in the sense that she's sick, she can't help herself, or he's sick, he can't help himself, you keep asking God, Biko, keep my child, because you don't know what that tomorrow holds. But this beautiful 5 solid, beautiful children, brain intact, none is autistic, none has Down syndrome. Healthy children. They did not want more than that mansion that girl went to collect papers on. They did not want more than anything. You just went there, carried kerosene, drive miles from wherever she drove from. When they poured kerosene on yourself because you want to make a point.
A man with one head. One head.
Did she kill her children?
No, it's only herself she set ablaze. Only herself.
Imagine.
You know this life all it takes is one connection from God to uplift someone. One connection.
God forbid.
That is all it takes for God to lift you, to change your position, to change your status. One connection, just one connection.
I cannot even dare try that. What is suffering? What is suffering when you carry those 5 children to go and start your life afresh? What is suffering? Suffering is just part of life. It's just that people don't know how to take it. People have just grown so lazy this time. Nowadays, people have grown so lazy, especially we women. We don't even want to suffer a little bit again. When it comes to, you have to manage, you have to cater for these children until things get better. Some of us,
but she felt she has suffered for the guy. She felt she has suffered with the guy. So that is why she can't leave, because when this guy was a nobody, she was practically feeding the guy. They were housing the guy. They were doing everything, to the point of her going that far to do some rituals for the guy, perform some certain rituals for the guy. You know,
blame yourself now
when a
for
woman can
doing
go to
bad
that
because
point,
of a guy. She have to blame herself. So she have to take up her shame. And see, this matter is like almost every area of lessons. How can you do bad thing because of another person? You don't know that the person will deny you. You don't know that the person is just a human being that will disappoint you tomorrow or fail you tomorrow. When they say it's only God that cannot fail you, people think it's a joke. It's not a joke. Even someone you're living with, even as I am now, someone you're living with, will wake up in the morning and tell you, my wife, I love you, can still disappoint you in the afternoon.
Yes.
So why are we not even having that in mind? Because she failed to have it in mind. That is why she believed so dearly and wants to kill herself. Because by the time we make up our mind and wait, think of the evil side. Like prepare our mind for the opposite of whatever we think we believe on, the better for everybody. Because I can wake up now, this man I'm living with will say, get out of my house, I pay this house rent. Oh boy,
even you can wake up. Even you can wake up and say, nah, this thing, I'm tired of this.
I will carry my bag, the waka they go, because I have already believed in my mind that I will not die. What will happen is that for days I will not eat, for days I will not be myself. I will have to start from somewhere, and I will have to do menial job. I can go to people's compound and tell them, let me start weeding your grass. I have to do those things, because if you don't prepare your mind in those things, you will never make a headway. Because anything can happen at any time. And when it happens, we have to hold ourselves. We have to be courageous. Because she felt that, oh, because of this, because of that, there's no reason. She would have stayed alive to see that those children became something.
I tell you.
Yeah. Honestly, these children, imagine her family helping her to raise these children, train them to the highest level of give them the highest level of education. And then these children grow up to become great men and women. 4 ladies, 4 women. Hey, 4 beautiful ladies and a guy that would have become great people. The family, and then tomorrow this man would be the one crawling and begging.
Yes.
You deal with
this morning. This morning I was reading NBCS news.
Yes,
they were talking about a woman that raised. She gave birth to 3 kids, either 3 or 4. I can't remember the number. Then the 3 girls are CEOs. You understand? She raised CEOs and she raised a doctor. And then her principle about raising children are not the regular one. They will say, don't do this on that. So I said, I'm going to read to know how. Guess who she raised? The CEO of YouTube. That's her mother. She wrote a book.
My God.
CEO of YouTube, Susan. Then the other sister is the CEO of 23andMe, which is the DNA chromosome that trace your origin back to Africa or back to wherever.
Wow.
And another person,
are you
medical
serious?
doctor. So these children was enough for Bimbo to look at them and so what? To hell with this man. When I look at those beautiful children I made in my youth, I am grateful to God.
Yes.
But let me also say something here. This same family that are all over the internet running mouth are still the same people that be telling Bimbo, we warned you when you were 15, but you did not listen. You see it now. You see it now. We told you to stop following Omoibo, but you did not listen. The same family, all these people crying. If you check this fact, is not far from the truth. They are the ones that still will abuse Bimbo in their homes, telling Bimbo, we warned you to stop following Omoibo. Now he has dumped you. Now he has given you HIV. Now he has done this. And then
after instigating her and poisoning her mind, Bimbo now decided, okay, I will not lose. If today, one person must go and see the Lord. And she decided that she is the one ready and prepared to go see the Lord.
I cannot be ready. Not when she has even suffered and did not even eat. Because she has suffered to give birth to those children. She didn't eat. And who did she now what will I say?
Leave the children for.
Yeah, no, not even the children. I mean, Olonyo Megburu now. I mean, who did she now?
Okay, who lost? She.
Eh,
She lost.
She lost. She lost because these people are just joking. She lost. She's supposed to give birth to 1, 2, 3. Going through that pain, they usually tell us that the pain used to be somehow. But when you don't land the children down, you get yourself. She went through those things and she didn't even enjoy them. Chai.
Five,
Oh
not
God.
one.
Hey,
5. Oh, you know the funny thing, she actually wanted both of them to go because she tried holding the guy. That was why he sustained a little bond. She tried grabbing the guy so that they will both bond together. But the guy pushed her. The guy pushed her and she fell back. And because she already set fire on the curtain and poured kerosene on herself, when she fell, the fire quickly enveloped her. So the guy there was nothing the guy could do. There was nothing the guy could do. So if she had her way, she wanted 2 of them to go.
Yeah. Yeah. She has seen what she wanted. Killing someone.
The lady
it's
was
like
really
she has been
sick.
killing. Okay, ma, continue.
She was so sick mentally. The lady was so sick, so screwed. She needed help. That's why I was saying, whoever that she discussed, let me go to IVD. I'm going to collect the same. Whoever she had that last conversation with, they should hold that person as a bad person because that person did not mean well. It's like if 2 of us are very close, and then you now tell me that look, I will come to your house and say, that IVD did not do well. Bimbo, Kilode, no be you again, Bimbo.
No be you
that
again.
Is you're pushing me to start reacting.
Show and worry, show and madness. We will
no be you again. In fact, we go that place, destroy everything, do this, do that.
We go burn the house down.
People should not listen to all those nonsense noise. Don't be deceived.
Don't be deceived.
They can't do it. They will only push you to go and do. Unique Grace is asking, why didn't the guy stop her? How can you stop somebody that wants you to go with her? If it's you,
Unique Grace,
somebody's grabbing you.
The only way the guy could have stopped the fire if they had a fire extinguisher in the house. And remember, they were not friends anymore. They are fighting each other. So the guy will not even have the church mind to start looking for how to save her. Because the guy himself is also evil. So don't expect that guy to come and start. They are fighting. They are so angry against each other. They are so bitter.
Both of them are so messed up upstairs. They are so messed up.
Both of them.
Both are messed up.
They are not even thinking of the children. Those children will grow without their mother. Yes, because if it is where there is love, maybe he would have done everything possible to bring her out from there.
To save her life.
Yeah.
Unique Grace is still asking, say why he should have raised alarm. He was just there and watched her die. Truth is, he's not the only one there. He was inside. There are people outside recording.
Unique Grace, the people videoing, the people she came to that place with, videoing, we are also there. The thing we should understand, once there is fire, the only way to save it is fire extinguisher. If that home does not have a fire extinguisher, then you can do yourself damage too if you come across it. You can start looking for water to pour on the body.
Yeah. Shade said, Kemi's website say IVD has been arrested. Even if he's been arrested, look, with a good lawyer, this guy will walk scot-free. He didn't do anything. He didn't do anything. He didn't do anything. The family already messed up the case for Bimbo. They already messed up. All the admission of social media already messed the case up. Yes, they can arrest him. They can charge him to court. But with a good lawyer, that guy is going to walk out
in no time.
They already messed the case up. This is why we just have to think and plan. Don't just let emotion
before you talk.
Without sense of judgment or reason.
How can he come and say, yes, she carried kerosene, she poured herself kerosene, she lit fire? Your brother.
And he said the intention. He even said that the intention wasn't to lead herself, but that, you know, because IVD has done something like this before, he has threatened to take his own life, and people ran back to him. So she was probably expecting that IVD will stop her from lighting that fire, but he did not. And that probably angered her the more, that this guy is so courageous, so he can't even beg me. So he can't even ask me to stop. You get a point? So maybe that was what pushed her to do it. He was daring me. And maybe IVD have dared her. Maybe IVD even dared her to do it. Maybe IVD dared her, say, do it if you want to. Light it. Let my dear wife.
Wait, the host. The reason why I laughed, as a young lawyer, I went for a case in a battle with my principal in the chambers. It was a divorce issue. So, do you know, when I was listening to we went to meet the welfare officer because there is a child involved. So they were trying to determine who is going to have the custody at the end of the day. So instead of me to be looking at the law itself, you understand, I was looking at the two of them, the husband and the wife. So when they finished talking, the first question I asked, I said, wait, how long did these people date? They said they were dated for about 8-9 years and then got married. I say, and how was the love? They said the love was so sweet. Even when they got married, the love was. I said, what now happened? That was my question. How did that love switch? I said, wait,
8-9 years dating.
See my interrogation. You claim you love this woman. He said, of course. I said, no, you never loved her. He said, what do I mean? I said,
the one lawyer. The one lawyer. You are not looking at the law.
Nice question. I was looking at the law. I was looking at the love. I forget the law.
No.
I was like, no. You can't tell me you love this woman and then you pull her here angry. If you see anger, the guy was talking from and then somebody will want IVD to come and save this woman. You never see when people are so angry at each other. You never see them.
The guy probably dared her, and said, do it. If you have mine, do it. And the guy said, you think I can't do it? Yes, do it. You think I can't do it? I say, light it. You don't get liver. Light it. You can't. Okay, you are daring me.
I tell you.
Oh my God. This is just
that my personal experience made me to start thinking about this love differently. You can't be glorifying your wife. Then when he now turns sour, you become an arch enemy. When I mean enemy,
you are right, though.
I was like, well. So after that conversation, I say, okay, we are not here to interrogate romance and love and emotion. We are here to look at the principles of the law. What is the best interest of the child? I said, no, I need to ask those questions. I need to ask those questions.
You can't wrap your head around the whole thing.
No, I couldn't.
There's a question there. There's a question I want to even ask everyone here, both in the chat and you ladies here. For instance, you ladies are not married yet, okay? I asked before if you believe in the efficacy of blood covenant. Now I want to ask, supposing, because this is something we need to know. Me, I believe in the efficacy. Personally, I believe that blood covenant exists and is very strong. So the question now is, supposing you are dating in the course of your relationship, the guy said, I did a blood covenant with someone that I've moved on. She has moved on. She's married. Will you commit yourself to that relationship and marry the person?
I decrease.
I
love the sea road.
That one,
I love the sea road very well. You know express, you know interstate.
I tell you.
You know they go bush at all. You see express way.
Please, who is there? Help me type. Wait, let me type. Okay, yeah, it's been timed out. That's we have someone here. All this Ndio jam with more now YouTube space. Bella. So Oyoyo, you cannot. You are even if you love the person, you cannot.
Wait. Even if I love
it's
the person,
love.
see, my
but
love
they are no longer
condition.
Together now.
My love get condition. I can love you and be crazily in love. The moment I realize you're an AS and assuming I am an AS or whatever, I will leave you. I will tell you, Mba, we have to end it. My love is very, in fact, the kind of clarity that is in my
Well,
love.
you can go to church and they will break that blood covenant between that
I
man
don't want.
that you
I
love.
don't want to go into spirituality of any form because I've
JK,
already got
you don't
that
want to fight battle
stress.
too? I thought you're a born again Christian. Eh?
I don't know when I get stressed for that fight. So.
Eh?
I don't want spiritual problem.
No, but if you love, you know, they say love conquers multitude. Love will overshadow everything.
You get as the love they be unbelievable. You see that one when they say love conquers, now they are when they die you. No do
Thank
that
you.
blind something. No, waiting be that myself. I don't understand that sometimes. Leave that to my sister.
The love covers multitude of sin. Love does every. Love is very powerful. If you see, in fact, this is why young ladies too need to start asking questions. Have you ever going to do with anybody? Have you done blood covenant? Because these people, you know, when we are young, especially at teenage age, this love of a teen it actually feels different from the love we feel as adults. The love we felt when we were teenagers, very innocent. That love is different from this love of
see host.
Love of today goes with sense.
That teenage
love of today goes with sense. That's why there's no sense in the love.
Listen. In my own life, I did not know anything about teenage love because my mother go use Akola. Where much I get that teenage love from your mind?
Not for the love.
I'm telling you, so there was nothing like love at all, like in the teen. So I don't even understand. It was only Nollywood I saw that blood covenant. It was a Nollywood movie. You understand? And again, I have big sisters, so that teenage love. My mother has dealt with so many things when it comes to raising daughters. So I learned from all their experiences, all their mistakes. You understand? So I will be the one they will say yes. Now you have gathered all the experience, so your own life should be better, right?
Yeah.
There was no teenage love. Just for the fact that one boy was talking with me on the street and my mother was passing by, and I was looking on the ground.
Map of Africa, Nana. We are busy drawing map of Africa on the ground.
Looking on the ground, drawing map of Africa. My mother was like, I just saw you, right? Instead of you to be looking at that boy in his eyes, you were drawing map of Africa. It was not funny. I didn't even understand where my mother was coming from. She said, this will be the very last time. If a man is looking at you next time, look back into his eyes. Then next time he will not stop you on the road. I say,
This shows courage. She's trying to say, well, you know, guys, their strength or their power, their courage comes from the timidity of women. When that lady is looking down and drawing that map of Africa on the floor, on the sand there, you know, that guy summons more courage to toast more.
Yeah.
But you know, I see this one.
I'm telling you. No. People should blood covenant, please. If it's still existing, people should.
How many of you have done blood covenant? We need to start asking questions. All these teenagers that will go and do crazy things. You know, today's teenagers, they do a lot of messy, crazy things. Was you on TikTok one time? I saw something like this. I don't know if it was acting or if it was real. They were doing something like this, you know. Was it on YouTube or where did I see that video?
It could be TikTok. That's where you see crazy things.
Teenagers do crazy things. So we need to start talking to them. You don't know where they will go and do something like this, and then you'll be forcing the lady to go and marry another guy. Or now say, Mama, might not be this one, I don't buy. If not be him, nothing. It's time to even start asking questions because these teenagers are going crazy, doing all sorts of stupid things.
It's wrong.
So we have to sit up, and then ask questions. Oh, there, Mr. Man, as he's toasting you, he wants to marry you. Have you done any blood covenant of any sort with any woman before? Forget, I know you go to church now. I know you are firebrand and you can speak in tongues, you are spirit-filled. But have you, when you were falling in love in those years, have you done anything like blood covenant that will save you troubles? Maka, if the person has done, it is only when they have gone mental, that is, if they try to break the covenant, marry another person, they will always come out.
Do they really exist? Do they exist?
Inaju, are you asking? Hey, Cheke,
Yes,
Iwando
ma'am.
has been in existence. Iwando. Blood covenant has been in existence. Forget, it's not Nollywood thing. It happens. It happens.
Okay.
It happens, oh. All the one as we are asking, that is why you ask, oh, I know you are firebrand, you have given your life to Christ, you have done all that. But did you do something like this? Is there any lady you promised? And then, you know, you prophet, what the moment that blood comes together and they make that promise that it is you till death, it is no other person. If I break this, you know, all those vows they have taken, those things will still work. Whether they fall in love or fall out of love, that vow has been taken, and there's no going back in the spiritual realm. There's no going back. Until one of them drops dead, that is the only way they can be free. And maybe now that Bimbo has gone, now IVD can go ahead with his life. If that is what they did, though. If that is what they did. May God help us. Iwando is real and very effective, yes. It's very real, very real.
God help us.
May God help us. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much, Oyoyo Wanyoma. We'll draw the curtain here tonight. Thank you, Cheke TV. Thank you, Experience Africa.
Thank you so much for having us, host. You're amazing.
Wanyoma, just drop your last word with our people watching right now. Anybody that is going to come back to this stream to watch it, drop your last word. Same thing with you, Cheke TV, before we draw the curtain.
Okay, so for anybody, you know, that will come across this video or those listening to us, what I will say before you get into marriage, ask the necessary question. And always know that nobody is worth dying for. Nobody whatsoever is worth dying for. First of all, find your self-worth. Love yourself. If you're a woman, know that you're important. Know that you're treasured. Especially in the case of Bimbo, she left 5 children behind. Those children, they love their mother. They treasure their mother. They appreciate their mother. If there is no other person in this world that will love you, know that your children will love you. And nobody, like I said, is worth dying for. So please, if you're in a toxic relationship or marriage, find the courage to live, to be alive to face tomorrow. It is only the living that can face tomorrow. The dead can speak no more. So while you still got the life, while you're still alive, think of yourself first. Nobody should go or die in pain like Bimbo did. Bimbo died in pain because of toxic marriage. So if you find yourself in that situation, find the courage to walk away. At that point, don't listen to what your pastor will tell you. Don't listen to what. Think about yourself. Be selfish for once. What is best for me and my children, and get that courage to live so that you can have the voice to share your experience for others to learn from. Thank you so much, host.
Thank you so much. And answer Cornelius' question. He said, how many of you guys have done blood covenant, host and co-host? Biko answer. I have not done.
Which blood covenant?
No
God
one,
forbid. Sir. They never born the man that I would.
They never born the person.
They never born.
If I hear that, they pay me self. If I hear that, they pay me. Say, why person go mumu that? Which kind of love be that one?
I wonder.
You know, which kind of nonsense love be that one?
They never born the person where
no. There's no reason for that.
At all. No matter the love, Biko.
Love walk Biko love na wind and jump out. I learned that when I was 15.
Out. Biko. Enjoy it while it lasts. Any day you know you can no longer take it, you grab your bag and just find your way peacefully. Life goes on. One connection is all it takes for God to settle you and uplift you. Just one contact, one connection. That is all you need for God to change your status. So whatever the man has,
this our dear is looking for trouble. Dear he says, so we haven't been in love before.
No.
See, I have not been in love before.
Yeah, see this love, my own love, they see road. I don't think I'm here before. I know they hear. They see
Your
road
love no
well,
blind.
well. Eh? My own they see road.
Your love get brain and it no blind.
Brain, no. They think I'm true before.
It's
before
better men get
Say-
brain, no, because we'll not go die for nothing. No.
My own
Imagine
they see
this
road,
life was sweet like this. This life was sweet. I'm a pussy all that make Bimbo. There are plenty. You put on a Lagos, come to Lagos, you see men, handsome, each six packs they are there. If you want the ones you can pay, you pay them. And enjoy your life. You put on not because of one man. When
see,
you doesn't have two hands.
If that was the Bimbo's problem, do you know all the Bimbo would have done? Just on a Saturday, wear her sportswear, go to stadium, you find a man where you go do exercise. There are free men.
And use the
in
man
that
to
exercise
pepper
club.
this IVD. Use the man to pepper IVD. You put it house. If you meet one politician now, go just give you one big house. We pass that one for Abuja. Get the hand.
Sweet revenge.
Your bomb at one party.
No, so quick
One
question.
politician will buy you house.
You don't do. Sorry, no verse. One question. I did my studio. I'm in my studio. How will I turn my monetization this thing on? My studio. Sorry, before we go. How will I turn on the monetization this thing on? I don't forget how to do more.
Go to your managed videos.
No,
I'll
she's on
first
the
of all
studio
click
already.
on the
Just
videos.
click on the video.
Click
on the video.
Yeah, the videos then contain.
You know the way
are you using your laptop or phone?
Yes, I'm using laptop.
Okay, when you go to your studio, you see the dashboard, everything displayed. You now see where you have specification, monetization, number of views on top of the column. So you look down the video, whichever that is not monetized, you just click on it and do monetize and save.
I'm seeing the channel dashboard. I'm just seeing just one. Okay, I think it's not here.
Click on the content.
Welcome, Juba Love TV. Thank you so much, Juba, for coming, and thank you for the thumbs up.
I've seen the content.
Have you seen it? Check it.
Yes, I've on it. The other manual one to put the rows.
Oh, you have to click on the video itself. Then you go back to monetization. On the left column where you have edit, you have monetization, copyright on that left column.
Okay, yes, I've seen it now. Thank you. This YouTube confusion sometimes. They are supposed to be paying us at least every day. They give us $100 every day. Carry the $100.
Everybody will become a YouTuber. Who will become a YouTuber?
Because see now, every day we struggle to learn one thing. You must learn one thing. Sometimes you forget because of the stress. They're supposed to like every day without anybody viewing my video. They carry $100. Bam, knock for their
Chike, you did not tell us that your father is the owner of YouTube now.
Okay, I just
thank you, lady.
Thank you so much. So everybody, please, anybody that watch this video, please listen to what these women are teaching us here. Do not kill yourself for anything. Be grateful with what life have offered you. Do not kill yourself. Learn to move on. It's so simple and short. Suffering cannot kill us. See, my mother is eating food today without going to the bush because she had children. But the day when she was having us, if she gave up on life, she wouldn't have been here today, and we would have been terrible because there was no one to stand for us. So she suffered to cater for us even without anything. Okay, so if we have that mindset that tomorrow will be better, even though it's very long to get to tomorrow, if we have the mindset, it will be best for us. Don't kill yourself. Thank you.
Yes, Sue. Thank you so much. Welcome, Nancy Licious. Thank you for the thumbs up as well. You came late, church. I was your girlfriend. Hey, girlfriend, hey, go late comer. Please, who is collecting this late comer fee from Nancy Licious? Somebody should collect the late comer fee from her. Eh? Thank you so much. Juba and Nancy Licious, they are owing us late comer fee. Thank you so much,
Thank you
gorgeous
so
women.
much,
I really
Hope. You have
appreciate
an
it.
amazing evening. Cheke, thank you so much. Enjoy your
And you
afternoon.
too. And
Thank
you too.
you so much. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's been an amazing time here. And like we said, we can never talk enough of this. If you find yourself in any marriage that is no longer healthy, please. Okay, you just woke up. Okay, Nancy Licious is fine. Please walk away. Your life is more valuable. Your life is more precious. Thank you, Team Ria. You've been here listening. Thank you. God bless you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. And I hope you've given me my thumbs up as well, Team Ria. God bless you. Thank you for staying with me up to this very moment. So don't stay back. If it becomes unhealthy and toxic, do not wait until your mental health is damaged. Do not stay put until you are so consumed with anger and negativity. Do not stay put until you ruin your own life. You are valuable. You matter. Your children, look, when you have a lot of women stay back because of their children. Please carry those children and walk away. If he refuses that, you will not go with the children. They are his children as well. You can actually go without your children just until you are well enough to take care of these children. You can come back to them. After all, the children will always ask after their mother. More and more women are ruining their lives, dying from domestic violence and all that abuse. Their mental health is so messed up. Look at what has happened to Bimbo. May her soul rest in peace. And the sad thing, women are not ready to learn. As we are saying this, there is a woman here, there is a woman somewhere crying, going through all forms of abuse and has refused to leave. That man is not the only man in the world. There are more amazing men, handsome men, rich men, well-to-do, wonderful men, blessed men out there. Give yourself the opportunity to find them. That man is not the only man in the world. He is not. So walk away with pride and your dignity and be happy. Live life to the fullest. And then for families, please do more. You cannot leave your teenage daughter and say it's her decision. You cannot abandon your teenage daughter and say she followed the man, she ran after a man. That means you have failed as a parent. If all you can do is to watch your teenage daughter run after a boy, or because she's in love, then something is wrong somewhere. Then you are not doing enough. So long as you're the one feeding your child, housing sheltering your child, paying the school fees and everything, you still have control over your child. Do not let them. Do not hold them. Raise them properly. That is why foundation is very important. The way you make your bed is the way you like on it. The Bible says, train up a child the way that he should go. When he grow up, they will not depart from it. When they grow up, you don't start when they are 12 or when they are 14 or 16. Start from when they are babies so that they know who is in charge. You are a no-nonsense mother. Let your daughter know you for that you cannot just wake up and run after a boy. But when you allow everything, when they are little, when they are grown, you can no longer control them. You can't control them when they are grown. Do your best as a mother. Put in your best and know within you that you have done your best for your children, and leave the rest to God. Anyway, guys, like I said, nobody should go this way. This is really a terrible one. And as for blood covenant, is not worth it. No amount of love is worth you taking an oath with anyone. Iwandu is very dangerous. It is risky. There is more in the spiritual realm than what we see. Let's be careful and guided. Thank you, everyone. God bless you. Thank you for your time here. I really appreciate you. Let's meet tomorrow, same time, okay? Same time tomorrow on Love Night with Spice on another interesting topic. Thank you, everyone. It's dance time. peace of mind. Yeah. Thank you everyone. Thank you. Time out with Pammy and Alicia, Nebuzo, Oyoyo. Thank you so much, JKTV, Juba. Thank you everyone. Team Ria, thank you Ria. Thank you. Okay. You give me peace of mind. Yes, I need you because I want you. You're the only one for me. I'm coming home. Grace, you did great. Thank you. Word is stressing me. I hurt you because I know you love me. And you're my company. And if I will call you, you can turn up. And you always come through for me. Peace of mind. Yeah. You make me feel what's like your child. You give me peace of mind. Yeah. Nobody's in my attention. You give me peace of mind. Yeah. Baby, you know that please give me peace of mind. Please give me peace of mind. How about I make the night right, guys? Bye, yo, one, yo, man. Thank you. Sade, thank you so much. Bye, everyone. Bye.